Imagine waking up one morning, the sun gently spilling through your window, filling your room with warmth. You stretch without hesitation, no stiffness, no pain, just a smooth, easy movement that feels natural. Your mind is clear, sharp as ever, recalling memories from decades ago with the same vividness as if they happened yesterday. You look in the mirror and see not just the lines of time, but the story of a life well lived. Your skin glows with health, your eyes sparkle with curiosity, and your smile carries the quiet confidence of someone who knows the secret to truly living. Now, imagine that this morning isn't just today or tomorrow. It's your 120th birthday, a milestone not feared or dreaded, but celebrated with laughter, surrounded by loved ones who marvel at your vitality. This might sound like a fairy tale or a science fiction dream, but it's not. Across the world, thousands of seniors live this reality every day. They've unlocked the hidden keys to longevity, not through magic pills or impossible diets, but through habits so simple and natural, they often go unnoticed. Today, I'm going to share with you 6 powerful, life-changing habits that these incredible individuals practice. Habits that transform aging from a slow decline into a beautiful journey filled with energy, joy, and purpose. These aren't just tips, they're lifelines that can change the course of your life. By the time you finish watching, you'll understand how living beyond 120 years isn't just possible. It's easy. It's within your reach. It's waiting for you to take the first step. So stay with me, because your future self is calling. And what you're about to learn could be the greatest gift you ever give yourself. Let me introduce you to Grace. Grace is 105 years old. But don't picture someone fragile or frail. Grace is anything but that. Every morning, long before the sun fully rises, she steps outside to her garden. There, she tends to her flowers and vegetables with gentle care and a steady hand. The soil feels warm between her fingers, and the birds sing their morning songs just for her. In the afternoons, Grace's house fills with laughter, the giggles and excited chatter of her great-grandchildren. She plays with them like she did when she was their age, chasing them around the yard, telling stories that light up their eyes. They say she has endless energy, a spark that never fades. And when the evening falls, Grace takes a slow, peaceful walk through the nearby park. The cool breeze brushes her face, and she breathes deeply, savoring every moment as if it were a precious gift. People who meet her can't help but ask, "Grace, what's your secret? How do you keep going so strong?" With a warm smile and eyes full of kindness, she simply says, "It's just small things done every day. Nothing magical, but everything counts." Grace's story isn't unique. She is one of many independent seniors around the world who refuse to let age define them. They don't waste time chasing youth or clinging to the past. Instead, they embrace life fully, right now, in every moment. These remarkable individuals live by 6 simple habits. 6 choices that keep their bodies strong, their minds sharp, and their spirits full of joy and purpose. And the best part, these habits aren't complicated or out of reach. They are within your grasp. Over the next few minutes, you'll hear about these 6 powerful habits. Habits that have transformed the lives of people like Grace, turning the idea of living beyond 120 years from a distant dream into an achievable reality. Get ready. This story could change the way you think about aging and about your own future. I'm over 60, still working more than 15 hours a day. Not for fame, not for money, but for you. While others rest, I keep going, with a tired body but a hopeful heart. If this touched you even a little, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know this effort, this pain, isn't in vain. Part 1. Embracing movement. Grace's day always begins with movement. Not the kind that leaves you gasping or drenched in sweat, but gentle, purposeful movement that wakes up her body and soul. Before breakfast, she stands by the window, stretching her arms wide as if reaching for the sky. Then she steps outside, feeling the warm sun kiss her skin, taking slow, deliberate steps across her garden path. This simple ritual, stretching, walking, breathing, sets the tone for her entire day. Why does this matter so much? Our bodies were made to move. Think about it. Every joint, every muscle, every cell thrives when it's active. But when we stop moving, even a little, our bodies begin to slow down. Muscles lose strength, joints grow stiff, energy fades like a dimming light. Movement tells our body, you still matter. You are alive. You are valued. Let me tell you about another inspiring soul, Harold. Harold just celebrated his 110th birthday. He doesn't run marathons or climb mountains. His movement is quieter but no less powerful. Every morning, Harold walks to his mailbox, waters his beloved plants, and does a few light stretches in his living room. His doctor once told him plainly, "Harold, movement is your medicine." And Harold took those words to heart. The difference? His daily habit of gentle movement keeps his heart pumping strong and his mind sharp. His circulation flows freely, and even his mood lifts on days when he moves more. Science agrees. Studies show that consistent movement, even light activity, boosts blood flow, strengthens the heart, and releases chemicals that protect the brain from aging. Movement stokes the fires of life within us. So, if you truly want to live long, real long, like Grace and Harold, then movement must become your daily companion. It doesn't have to be hard or complicated. It just has to be real. A few stretches, a walk around the block, dancing in your living room. Each step whispers to your body, keep going. We're not done yet. Part 2. Feeding the body with love. Now, let's talk about something we all do every day, food. Grace never obsessed over counting calories or chasing the latest fad diets. She never starved herself or felt guilty about what she ate. Instead, she treated her body with kindness and respect through the food she chose to nourish it. Every meal was an act of love. Her plate was filled with fresh vegetables picked from her own garden, bright greens, deep reds, vibrant oranges. She added handfuls of nuts, whole grains that gave her slow-burning energy, and a little lean protein to keep her muscles strong. She didn't think of food as a punishment or a chore. For Grace, food was nourishment. It was life. It was healing. I want you to meet Mary. Mary is 108 years old and still cooks every meal from scratch. Her garden overflows with herbs, berries, and vegetables that she tends to with care. Every morning, Mary brews a cup of turmeric tea, a golden, spicy drink that she swears helps keep her joints moving freely. In the afternoons, she snacks on fresh berries picked just hours earlier, savoring their sweetness and the burst of vitamins they provide. Her kitchen is filled with warmth, aromas, and a simple joy that makes eating feel like a celebration. Science agrees with Grace and Mary. Certain foods are powerful allies in the fight against aging. They reduce inflammation, which is the hidden enemy that silently damages our cells every day. They help repair the tiny breaks in our DNA and keep our immune system strong. It's not about complicated diets or strict rules. It's about small choices, each meal saying, "I care about this body. I want it to last." When you feed your body with kindness, it rewards you with energy, resilience, and a vibrant spirit. So, don't just eat to survive, eat to thrive. Remember, the food you choose today plants the seeds for the life you want tomorrow. Part 3. Cultivating a calm mind. Grace doesn't rush through life. She moves at her own steady pace, never hurried, never frantic. Every morning, before the day's busyness begins, she takes time to breathe deeply, to sit quietly by her window, and to listen, not just to the sounds around her, but to the soft whispers of her own heart. In a world that never stops, buzzing with noise, notifications, and endless demands, Grace and seniors like her have discovered a powerful secret: calm. Why is calm so important? Because stress is the silent thief of time. It ages us faster than anything else, sapping energy, clouding thoughts, and breaking down our bodies from the inside out. Remember Harold, the man who's 110 years young? He didn't always have this calm. In his 90s, he began learning meditation. It was a simple practice, just a few minutes a day, but the change was profound. He says, "When I started calming my mind, I felt younger, lighter, more alive." Calmness doesn't mean doing nothing. It means creating space to breathe, to let go, to heal. Science backs this up. Calm helps regulate the hormones that cause damage when they run wild. It lowers blood pressure, protects the heart, and keeps our minds sharp, alert, and clear. You don't have to meditate for hours. The secret lies in moments of peace, closing your eyes and taking a few deep, intentional breaths, finding mindfulness in the chaos, noticing the present instead of worrying about the past or future. These small pockets of calm are powerful. They're like resetting your body's clock, slowing the hands of time just enough to help you live longer and better. If you want to join Grace and Harold in the journey to 120 years and beyond, start with calm. Make peace with the noise. Invite stillness into your day. Listen to your heart, because a calm mind is a young mind. Part 4. Staying connected. No one lives long, really long, without connections. Grace knows this well. Every day, she makes time to talk with her family. Her voice carries warmth as she chats with her children and grandchildren, sharing stories, laughter, and love. She doesn't just stay connected with family. Grace also laughs freely with her friends, neighbors who have walked beside her through life's ups and downs. And her heart beats strongest when she's volunteering at the community garden, a place where hands meet soil, where stories are shared under the open sky, and where friendships bloom like the flowers she helps tend. These connections don't just fill her days. They fill her life with meaning, because humans are wired for connection. We are social creatures who thrive on belonging. When we isolate, whether by choice or circumstance, our bodies and minds begin to suffer. Loneliness isn't just an emotional state. It's a health risk. Studies have shown that seniors with strong social ties live longer, happier lives, with lower risks of heart disease, depression, and cognitive decline. Think about the power of a simple phone call, a warm hug, or sharing stories that make you smile. These moments of connection fuel our spirit and nourish our health. They remind us that we belong, that we matter. Grace's daily interactions create a safety net, a support system that catches her when she stumbles. lifts her when she's down, and celebrates every victory. So, if you want to add years to your life and life to your years, start reaching out. Call an old friend. Join a local group. Volunteer your time and heart. Because connection isn't just good for the soul, it's medicine for the body. And in the journey toward 120 years and beyond, it might just be the most important habit of all. Part 5. Purpose and passion. Grace wakes up each day with a mission, a reason to rise with the sun shining through her window. For her, it's caring for her plants, watching them grow and bloom like little miracles she's nurtured with love. And it's sharing stories with her great-grandchildren, stories filled with laughter, wisdom, and the lessons of a life well lived. This sense of purpose is more than just a hobby or pastime. It's the heartbeat of her days, because purpose gives life meaning. It's what keeps us motivated when the world feels heavy. It propels us forward, even when the body feels tired. It lights a fire inside that makes us feel alive, truly alive. Without passion, days can slip into a dull blur. The body follows the mind's lead. When the soul feels empty, the body often fades with it. Look at Harold. Even with hands that shake, he paints. Each brushstroke is a testament to his passion, his refusal to give up on joy. Mary, at 108, doesn't just cook, she teaches her cooking classes to neighbors, sharing her love of food and life. For her, every lesson is a chance to connect, to inspire, to keep moving forward. These remarkable seniors have found what stirs their souls, their fuel to keep going, day after day. And so can you. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand or perfect. It could be planting a seed, telling a story, creating something beautiful, or simply caring for others. Find what ignites your spirit. Let that be the reason you jump out of bed with a smile. Let that passion carry you through the challenges and the quiet moments. Because when you live with purpose, you don't just add years to your life, you add life to your years. Part 6. Accepting change and staying flexible. Grace doesn't fight her age. She doesn't pretend the years haven't left their mark. Instead, she embraces each new day with openness and acceptance. She knows that some days come slower than others, that some mornings her body asks for rest, and she listens without guilt, without frustration. But even on those quiet days, Grace keeps moving at her own pace, in her own way. She keeps learning new things, keeping her mind curious and alive. And she keeps smiling, because she understands that joy isn't about perfection. It's about presence. Flexibility isn't just about bending and stretching the body. It's about the mind and heart. It's about adapting to change instead of resisting it. It's about allowing yourself to flow with life's currents instead of trying to swim upstream. This kind of acceptance brings peace, a deep, calming peace that quiets the fear of growing older. It stops the exhausting fight against time. Instead, it invites harmony. Harmony with yourself, your surroundings, and the inevitable cycles of life. Grace's flexibility is a secret weapon. By accepting change, she frees herself from stress, from disappointment, from regret, and that freedom nourishes her body and soul, giving her energy to live fully, day after day, year after year. This acceptance, this gentle flexibility, is a powerful invitation to live longer, yes, but more importantly, to live better. Because when you stop fighting and start flowing, you discover that aging doesn't have to be a battle. It can be a beautiful, graceful dance. I'm over 60, still working more than 15 hours a day. Not for fame, not for money, but for you. While others rest, I keep going, with a tired body but a hopeful heart. If this touched you even a little, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know this effort, this pain, isn't in vain. So here's the truth I want you to carry with you. Living beyond 120 years isn't some distant fantasy reserved for a lucky few. It's a real, beautiful journey made up of small, daily choices, choices you have the power to make starting right now. Like Grace, Harold, Mary, and the countless others who have embraced these 6 simple habits, you too can live longer, stronger, and happier than you ever imagined. It really is that simple, that doable, that piece of cake. Now, I want to hear from you. Which one of these 6 habits speaks to you the most? Which one are you ready to try today, to make your own? Go ahead, drop a comment below and share your story. Your experience could inspire someone else to take their first step toward a longer, fuller life. And if you want more stories, secrets, and simple strategies to help you live your very best life, make sure to subscribe and join our growing community. Because your future self, healthy, vibrant, and full of life, will thank you for it. This journey is yours to begin, and I can't wait to see where it takes you.